I got a question, and it's part of a conspiracy about something. Why hasn't Brad Pitt been on two people's shows, Seth Meyers and Joe Rogan? It's very interesting. These people, Joe Rogan and Seth Meyers, they have this kind of Starlink, Elon Musk type quality about them on the internet, to where they take up a lot of space, but they don't have actual like Leo DiCaprio's or like Brad Pitt's, people that people like cheer for. They don't have those kind of people on their program. They mostly spend their time interviewing people that make them feel like, I don't know, that I don't know why, I don't know who, I don't know, I mean, I don't know why or what kind of people they are, but they're paid so much. If they're paid so much, why don't they have real celebrities on their programs? It's very interesting. I mean, I'm googling Joe Rogan and Brad Pitt. You don't see it. You just see a bunch of losers, really, that have nothing to do with popularity or movies or cinema or music or anything interesting. It's a whole bunch of people. I mean, they're talking about crazy things that would only help promote George Bush or Donald Trump, and promote like this worry about like against Joe Biden, against Bernie Sanders, against uh, Hillary Clinton. All these worries that people are going to bomb something all at one or something, or like there's drug dealers or there's cartels, and there's like just like dangerous things going on, and like there's only Elon Musk uh, or uh, I don't know, some UFC fighter can save the day. And it's like it's so unartistic and unqualitative of like a radio program, or like it's like a wannabe, uh, Trump in Howard Stern. It's like a wannabe Trump and Howard Stern, and it's really bad for like the sensitivity of the young people of the United States, their brains, their egos, their personalities, their and even for the old people in the United States, it's like the problems that they've created by keeping this ego of Trump's fully uh, re- retarded or stupid uh, worry about somebody nuking us, or somebody destroying us, or somebody defeating us. It's like that's Joe Rogan. I hope Joe Rogan gets fired. I mean, he's really just uh, a lousy loser with no. Nothing comes out of his work other than like being paranoid of something bad happening, or trying to get some conspiracy that makes people go think about Trump and think about racism and think about war. For a celebrity to get like for like a celebrity talk show, there's just not. It's just this. It's all about trying to be like really uh, tough and great, and like wanting to hit people and wanting to beat people and wanting to prove that like uh, you can outshine things. There's no. It's kind of like there's a reason he does. I don't think he's ever had Barack Obama on his show either. And I think a lot of people in America wish that they could have Barack Obama in back in the White House, because these people are like, they're really racist. They really want to take the shine out of things. They don't give any respect to. They take all the space. They take all, not the space. They take all the shine out of Hillary Clinton, out of the Oscars, out of people who win. I don't know, like Prince William, Prince Harry, Princess Diana, Queen Elizabeth, Michelle Obama, Jill Biden, people that are otherwise nice. I mean, this kind of crew comes in, and it's like it's like beating nice people up. It's the crew that like beats nice people up and wants to like. I mean, he had maybe we can forgive him. He had one interview with Bernie Sanders, but Bernie Sanders is also kind of a cold-hearted communist as well. You know, he doesn't have the Hillary Clinton type or Barack Obama type of balance. I mean, he brings people like Kanye West on, the anti-Semitic Nazi, anti-Semitic Nazi loser, trash criminal celebrity. Nothing but criminal celebrities come on his program. That's the only kind of people there are. There's not people that want to give kids hope. It's just people that they're into criminal behavior and thinking, and they don't have the class that the most other presidents have when they take control, when they're supposed to be in the White House and supposed to run a country. And it's really he brings Candace. You know, maybe it's just something about Americans in general that they've gone crazy trying to beat the Trumps, beat the Clinton. I mean, they're trying to act like they're Trumps or they're Clintons, and that's what Trump really gets off on, is saying that, well, you people are just all acting like you're as great as me. You're all acting like you could be as smart as me. The only reason you're smart, the only reason you open your mouths and talk and breathe or anything is because I was the president. I taught you all how to breathe. I taught you all how to act. I taught you all how to think, how to speak. I gave you ideas to start conspiracies over, and now you're using them to make yourselves rich. You want to be great. And like Seth Meyers, and it's like people like Brad Pitt. I mean, there's celebrities like him or Obama or others that are just, when they talk, they act classy. They're nice. They're charismatic. They're not sitting there waiting to say that. We killed somebody, like, you know, we killed Hillary because she was a woman and because she believed in the rights a women should have. We, you know, they don't sit around saying we really killed these people, you know. It's, I don't know, but it's just weird. Seth Meyers doesn't have him on either. I mean, it's weird that Joe Rogan never had Brad Pitt on, but if you think about it, I don't think Seth Meyers never had Brad Pitt on the show. He didn't. Seth Meyers never had Brad Pitt on the show either. Those are two celebrities they never had on. They had on the show. There's something special about Brad. He's just he's an artist that maybe he just doesn't like Joe Rogan. Maybe Joe Rogan doesn't like him. Maybe that's the fight that people always wanted to see in the ring, that they never got to see, and it's too there's too much going on there to have them into a radio interview together. Everybody sitting so closely together, pretending to be better than the other person, and just talking on the radio. And maybe Seth Meyers feels the same way about about Brad Pitt. They just don't want to have him close to each other. Everybody maybe just wants to beat him up, and instead of just, and they can't get over it, so they don't invite him on. That's why they don't invite Brad Pitt on their shows. He's been on Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres doesn't have that problem. Ellen DeGeneres doesn't have that problem. She's invited him on the show before. But it's not just that. Maybe it's also Americans being afraid of being bisexual. I mean, Joe Rogan's never invited Leonardo DiCaprio on, and neither has Seth Meyers. They've never invited Leonardo DiCaprio on their show either. They invite a whole bunch of other people that already kind of admit that they won't talk about bisexuality. They won't talk about fighting on the program with Seth Meyers, so he's safe. I don't know if Seth Meyers could beat Joe Rogan up. I don't know if he could beat Joe Rogan up. No one's invited Donald Trump on a show in a long time. Maybe he's not even alive anymore. Who knows? Why hasn't he been on Joe Rogan's show? It's very strange, but I think maybe I don't know. He's somehow, maybe, I don't know, Joe Rogan hates Trump now and doesn't want to have anything to do with him. I don't know why. Maybe maybe somebody else. Seth Meyers hasn't had one. Who else hasn't? What's the other guy? Stephen Colbert. He hasn't invited Donald Trump on the show. YouTube hasn't invited Donald Trump on the show. Jimmy Fallon hasn't. No one on NBC or MSNBC or CBS have invited Donald Trump onto their show, and it's not good for his re-election campaign. It's not good for anybody. Is that maybe they should have a debate. One of the debates should be held on the Joe Rogans and the Seth Meyers shows. Rihanna is there, Charlize Theron is there, but you don't see Donald Trump or Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio on Seth Meyers or Joe Rogan. And it's very strange. That's very strange. I don't know why. I don't know maybe Joe Rogan's not good enough. Maybe his station's not good enough. Maybe NBC's not good enough. Maybe CBS isn't good enough. This crazy 4 years of talking, I haven't been able to really keep up with. I haven't been able to follow. I do ask you people, what have they been talking about? What's been going on these shows with all the people that have been on them? Has it been, I don't know, is there a reason that those people aren't on the shows? Not that I care, not that that's what I should even be thinking about, because it's not I don't know. It's not up to me. We'll ask Joe Rogan and Seth Meyers why they don't have them on their show, and then we'll see if we can keep America great or not. I mean, the way Joe Biden is right now, we'll have to see if he can keep America great. Keeping America great. Oh, I just remembered it. Keeping America great, making America great again. Maybe Donald Trump should do a rally from Seth Meyers' show for 1 hour. Or maybe he should do a rally from Joe Rogan's show. Are there any NBA players Joe Rogan wants to call out for not wanting to be on his show? It doesn't matter. Nobody's inviting them anywhere. America has just become I haven't lived in the United States for about a year because I've been working on stuff overseas. So that's why it's so interesting of me to bring it up and talk about it like this. But it's like America is just the only thing you see about America on the news is interviews with celebrities. I'd really love to see, and the other thing is the people who take shine out of all the cities by doing drone videos and walking around the whole city videos. Those are the only things you see about America now. It's just the whole city being shot by video, and people walking around, people doing videos from on the streets and in the air, or doing interviews with just these random celebrities 24 hours a day. And I know nobody probably even watches these things because really America, it doesn't even seem like there's an America that exists. It's just interviews and basketball games and football games and celebrities talking about things that people really have no idea about. So maybe somebody can do a movie about showing America in a different way, showing America without any celebrities, any talk show, any NBC, CBS, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. Maybe they can do no movie theaters, an interesting America with no personalities. I mean, the only other thing is just doing a movie like that about Mexico, with no one there, or Brazil or Africa with no one there, or Russia or Germany with no one there, or France with no one there, maybe Israel with no one there, China with Turkey, Iran, India, no one there. Are they? It's just it's like, are these real people, or are they fake people that they just put on the internet and waste everybody's time with, and making they waste all these celebrities' time with making all these celebrities feel like they're special. Somehow Trump has to convince the American public that they're seriously just liars and losers, and they're not helping the American people. If the American people are still there, and it's him that they have to. It's him that they have to vote for. It's him that they have to support, and not Joe Biden. Which Joe Biden's, his presidency is about. It's not helping anybody. It's not doing anything for any. I don't understand how he thinks he's helping America. No, America is going back to supporting the Islamic Republic of Iran and supporting the Ayatollahs like Ayatollah Khamenei or Vladimir Putin, or the Indian government or the Chinese government. Those are all high taxes. They're taxing everybody a whole bunch. They're not helping anybody. They're just taking the jobs from Americans, and they're trying to steal wages and other things. So maybe you should think about that in your next choice of votes, and then wonder if Seth Meyers or any of these celebrities or basketball players that were anti-Trump could compete with that, which I'm sure they could. And I also wonder another thing: Hillary Clinton? I just wonder what she's doing with her popularity, because it seems to me that she's more popular than both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris put together, and instead of trying to continue politics, which she was doing a great job for the first 3 months or 4, 5, 6 months or 1 year or so or 1 year and a half. I don't know how long it's been that Joe Biden's been president, but she all of a sudden she's out of politics. She's not doing politics. She's working in university, teaching in the university. And it's a shame. It's a shame because she's more of a person that I think could get along with people. She was more into celebrities. I mean, if America isn't really this much in love with celebrities, they should have somebody like Hillary Clinton as their president, not somebody like Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is more of a he's more. I don't know who know. I mean, it's like Michelle Obama. Nobody would she be. They're more kind of like. Well, obviously Joe Biden has better. I mean, Joe Biden's like I don't know what to say. What Joe Biden's like, I don't know what to say. Kamala Harris or Michelle Obama's like, but I think Hillary Clinton deserves a chance. Not Michelle. I think actually Donald Trump deserves another chance to be president, because I think they framed him in a way that was not right, and all these celebrities are. Somebody was trying to ignore the Trump family, and it's not good for America. What is America going to be without it? What is America going to be if they don't have Trump in office anymore? What's going to happen to America? A bunch of celebrities and communists and foreign countries taking the shine out of the American people, American jobs and stuff like that, and giving the rest of the world to terrorist countries, and making it. I mean, I'm sure before you know it, there will be more there will be more things happening, attacks in the United States, maybe even a restart of the United States, because people are fed up and tired with the Biden administration. They're fed up with Kamala Harris. They're fed up with NBC. They're fed up with. They're even fed up with the Republicans. They're fed up with Ron DeSantis. They're fed up with all the out of touch Republicans on rights and the out of touch Democrats on freedom. I'm upset with it. I'm looking for a restart pretty soon from America, because America is still trying to police the world based on its own stupid problems. And they thought they were great. Americans thought they were great because they bullied Iraqis and Afghans for 20 years. So fighting with Iraq and Afghanistan, well, that's real special. But I think the only reason we put Joe Biden in the White House is to. We didn't even put Joe Biden in the White House. Why is Joe Biden in the White House? That's the question. The Democrats thought they put Joe Biden in the White House. But does that mean that the Democrats win when it comes to America not policing the world and America not thinking it's the best? That's the question. And what coronavirus was, I mean, coronavirus was stealing so much shine out of everybody every day that we thought that getting rid of Trump was the only way to do it. The only way we could save ourselves, save our country, is to get rid of Donald Trump, and then magically our lives would change and everything would get better. Well, it's kind of still the same, where people have these problems with no jobs, no money, celebrities thinking they're so great that they can just do everything they want, and the rest of the people have to just live in the middle class and work real hard, and they don't get the same amount of money as basketball players and the same amount of money as actors and other people. Where's Black Lives Matters now? Where's Black? No wonder Seth Meyers doesn't want to have Black Lives Matters on its talk show. No wonder Seth Meyers doesn't want to have Antifa on its talk show. No wonder Joe Rogan doesn't have Antifa, or Black Lives Matters, or Joe Rogan, or Antifa on their talk shows. No wonder Jimmy Fallon or Stephen Colbert don't have Black Lives Matters or Antifa on their talk shows, because these people want to talk about the same thing not the same thing Trump wants to talk about, but the same things they were protesting to get rid of Trump. They want human rights, they want equal rights, they want equal wages. I want to make as much money as an actor and a sports star and a celebrity. And so does everybody else. They all want to have the same amount of money as people like Seth Meyers, or people like Jimmy Fallon, or people like Billie Eilish, or people like Pete Davidson, or Kanye West, or Jay-Z. These people shouldn't feel like they're that special that they could have so much more money that everybody else has to just be fucked all day long, wondering how they're going to make enough money to pay their rent, how they're going to make enough money to pay their gas, how they're going to make enough money to buy food, to buy clothes, to feel free. I mean, there's no solutions to Joe Biden's presidency. There's really no solutions. I don't care about the celebrities that endorsed him or Hillary. What are the solutions? When is the universal income of people going to rise? I mean, there should be a mandatory universal income for all families of at least $50,000 a month. Sitting here and listening to Donald Trump Donald Trump and Joe Biden talk about how much Hunter Biden's getting, and watch it as if it's some sort of like hot movie that a great writer or a great film director is making. It's an insult to the American people. It's an insult to the lives of each and every single American, and it's a shame that we have to sit here and all these other people get paid millions of dollars just to be celebrities and be basketball players and be football pillers, and everybody else gets shamed and has to work hard and do all this stuff because Donald Trump wants to say shame people because they're not rich, or Hillary Clinton wants to shame people because they're not rich, or Seth Meyers or other celebrities want to shame people all the time. Basketball players, rappers want to outshine things all the time and make it difficult for people to do anything. And they all want to turn you into a celebrity. They all want to turn you into a celebrity and make you act like a celebrity. But how many people live in the United States that are not going to have that chance? What about them? I mean, YouTube is not going to make you rich. The problem is that not everybody has guaranteed universal income. Every American should have it. And that's a serious problem. I think if Donald Trump comes back he will definitely call for a mandatory universal income. It's 2023 or 2022. It's not 1950. It's not 1980. This is in a country like the United States of America, we should have different people controlling banking, different people and different people controlling government. People that say yes, it's possible for each and every single American to have at least a minimum mandatory income of $10,000 a month. At least 20. Actually, that's not enough. I mean, for people living in California, that's not enough. People living maybe in Texas, that's not enough. People living in New York, that's not enough. $10,000 a month is not going to get anything. You need at least a mandatory income of 50,000 people, $50,000 a month for each and every single person. Each and every celebrity has millions and millions of dollars, and they use Trump when Trump comes to try to create jobs and other things for those and better healthcare for those people. Each and every single they caused coronavirus to make each and every single one of the people that were helping him feel like they were racist or feel like they were terrible people. But you know what? What the hell has Joe Biden done? What the hell has Hillary Clinton done? What did George Bush done? What are you people doing for the United States in this day and age, where you have Elon Musk who suddenly jump onto the internet, tell people he's worth $350 billion, and have all these bitcoins and ethereums and all these other coins and phishing things to where everybody's going nuts, and they're phishing all the intelligence and all the money it's out of energy out of people, and saying that those people are now billionaires. When is our government, when are the Democrats in government going to say, you know what, you people did that, we're going to hold you accountable, and we're not only going to hold you accountable, we're going to make you we're going to force you people in digital banking and other banking to find some way to give everybody in the United States a minimum universal income of at least $15,000 to $20,000 a month, so that people don't have to go through listening to a tough guy like Donald Trump insult them and try and stop them from sleeping in bed and not having a job if they need time not to have a job, and then insulting them and their parents if they get the money from their parents. Who the fuck is he to say that to anybody? Who the fuck is he to have that kind of right to talk like that? If he was on the streets, who would he be? If he didn't have the White House protection, if they didn't have protection to say that to people, who the fuck would they be? If they were in a bar and told somebody the things that they say, like, oh, you need your mommy to have money, or you need your daddy to have money and stuff like that, and you should get a job all the time, or even if the Democrats are saying that, if they weren't public officials, they wouldn't have the right to say that. People need to speak thoughtfully, and they don't have the right to speak so unintelligently. And the viruses that are going around that they're creating should be stopped. But Joe Biden isn't fast enough. He's not quick enough. He's and the people around him. Kamala Harris is not that bright. She's not thinking of stuff like this. She needs to be thinking of stuff like this. We need like a turbo maximizing Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, kind of, and even me kind of person that would come up with these kind of ideas. Elon Musk just wants to be rich and wants everybody else to work for him. Donald Trump just wants to be rich and wants everybody to work for him. And the Democrats come into office and say, man, it's like they don't have the power to really free people because of these people like Kevin McCarthy or Matt Gaetz who want to limit everybody's freedoms economically and turn people into slaves, economic slaves, industrial slaves. They don't want. There's enough people in the world to where you can give that much money to the majority of Americans and still have. Maybe everybody over 30 should have that much money. Or everybody over 35 should get a minimum $20,000 a month, $25,000 a month. People who are younger, they can have jobs those are the kind of people that you can hire in your workforces. But once you get to, take care of the people that are over 35. This coronavirus was difficult for everybody to deal with. When is our government going to wake up and do something great? Because if they don't wake up, they're going to lose they're going to lose their power. They're going to lose everything. They're going to lose their power. They're going to lose their administration or whatever it's called, and the Trumps are going to come back and make you work minimum wage jobs and laugh at you while they're getting rich and putting people like Elon Musk and others out there to insult everything about everybody all day and treat people like slaves. There really needs to be like an age. There needs to be an end to the Republicans that are in America that are stopping people from being free. And freedom definitely means having a guaranteed universal income from the government, which the government prints and makes itself and provides to people. I mean, there needs to be some sort of health guarantee so we can raise the wages. So we can raise the quality of life for people. Once you get to 35 years old, you should have that guaranteed income, because you're not a kid anymore. You're not full of energy like everybody else used to be, like you used to be. You work hard. A lot of people have families at that age, but look at what's happened since 2000. Look at how many people were affected by coronavirus. A lot of people still need help. A lot of people still need sympathy. A lot of people still need love. A lot of people believed in putting Joe Biden in the White House because they believed in equality. They believed in kindness. They believed in sympathy and compassion and all that stuff. So where is it? So please try and make that happen. Please try and defund the police also. Defund the if you did all this, you wouldn't have any, and you limited the amounts of guns that could be sold in the United States. You wouldn't have all the problems you're having with needing police that much either. You have enough young people to hire now that people over 35 can afford to not work on so much stuff all the time and not work on needing to keep up with all the rich actors and celebrities and businesses and higher home prices and higher all this stuff. And you can't start blaming people that talk like that because of Trump. I mean, it was literally you can't start saying things like no, you can't be one of these Republicans that start calling it socialism or communism. Those people are slave owners. Those people are people that want to continue owning slaves. We're not their slaves. You're not their slaves. Nobody is a slave to the Bitcoins. Nobody's a slave to the Ethereums. Nobody's a slave to the Starlink and all the satellites that have everything connected. And Joe Biden really fought like hell to beat Donald Trump, which created these problems. We need to see Joe Biden do something to make sure that we all feel free now. Why is he in office if we're not all feeling free now? He needs to get with Hillary. He needs to get with me. He needs to get with. There's nobody else. It's just me that can really promote these ideas. Please just pay it. Please, maybe unless you want Trump. He's the only other person that has like this much shine, I guess. I don't know what it is, or this much amazingness of life. And I'm going to demand it, or I'm going to ask for a restart of the United States. If they don't give us this, if Hillary doesn't take advantage of the popularity, and if they don't do what's right, and if they don't ask for these things from the government and make it happen quickly, so that people are not financial slaves to anything anymore, I'm going to ask, because Donald Trump was supposed to do that. And they blamed him for being a racist. So they spent the whole time talking about whether or not he was a racist, which now I think people see is, I don't care what people see, but what I'm saying is that if you don't do this quickly, I seriously will. I do think that bad things will happen to you. The USA, it'll just restart again with the same old problems. You'll have Obama losing to Trump, and you'll have to everybody will have to get sick again and go through coronavirus again. And if you don't want that, then please do what I'm asking. And please give me a bonus for suggesting all this stuff. You can give me a bonus of like $1 billion or something like that. Thanks.